Hi, number 7, sleep. Sleep is so critical. I want you to go to sleep, set a bedtime, honestly, and stay off your phone, stay off watching TV. Reading is okay with low light, but a lack of sleep increases your cortisol and hormones, which increases your belly fat, which increases your cravings, or lack of sleep increases your cravings, and it increases your fatigue, which all leads to a whirlwind of bad things that could happen. So what happens all of a sudden, we're tired, we're fatigued, maybe we need a cigarette to get us up, or we need some caffeine, we're craving caffeine, or we need sugar or carbs because our body's tired. So instead, I want you to get adequate sleep. 7 to 8 hours of sleep is really critical for your weight loss and for you feeling good and making great decisions. Number 8, if you're going to eat it, make sure it's worth it. I love food, and I am a foodie, and I think that everybody should find peace with food, and we are working for that. My 90-day program really helps people to find peace with food, eliminate self-sabotage, and really look at a much deeper perspective and behaviors around food. So if you're ever interested in that, you can. But I asked them, oh, I had some pizza, and I feel so bad. And I was like, well, was it good pizza? And they're like, well, no, not really. Then why did you eat it? If you're going to have pizza or you're going to have a dessert, make sure it's decadent. If you're out and there's a really beautiful, nice, delicious dessert, share it with a friend. Enjoy it. That's not something that you're going to have all the time. So make sure that if you're going to eat it, it's worth the calories consumed. So instead of eating something quick and packaged and not really good and it's dry and whatever, and your taste buds will change throughout this program, make sure that it's worth it. Number 9, water, water, water. I cannot emphasize this more. Water is to weight loss as donuts are to weight gain. It's that simple. If you're dehydrated, you're going to increase your cortisol, which increases your belly fat. So I could go on and on, but just drink your water. Number 10, know your emotions. So if you've had a stressful day, don't check out. Okay, don't look to mask it and check out and go on autopilot. So we choose bad foods, we smoke, we drink, and we just say, screw it. I'll start again tomorrow. Instead, assess and know where you're at. Know that you're tired. Know that you're stressed. Know that you feel sad or lonely. That's totally normal and okay. But instead of trying to run away from feeling that way, be okay with sitting in those emotions. And instead of grabbing food or bad behavior, call a friend, grab a notebook and journal. Journaling is one of the most powerful tools that we have. It's safe. You can get everything out there. It takes you outside of your brain to really kind of look at the situation from an objective standpoint. So do anything that makes you feel better without checking out. So maybe take a bath, step away from technology, whatever it is, but try to be mindful of your emotions and be okay to sit in them. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to think that this is hard sometimes. It's okay to feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. It's okay to feel sad. Like, nobody's telling you it's not. I mean, society had said that those are not good emotions, but those are very real emotions. So if you're constantly trying to push them down, make them go away, they're going to build up and explode, and then it's going to be a whole different battle. So instead, just start to assess your emotions and accept them and be okay with it and give your body and your mind the time and the love that it needs. Number 11, I want you to identify your soul food. And soul food is not anything that we eat. It's our primary food that fills us up. So anything that makes you fulfilled, happy, grounded, inspired, where you just feel full of life without food, without calories. So what I want you to do is I want you to identify 8 to 10 things that make you feel really inspired, happy, grounded, fulfilled without calories. And I want you to really identify some things that you could do at work and at home and also while you're traveling that may take 5 to 10 minutes, so that really can, fill your heart and your soul. That's really what we're talking about. The food or the alcohol or the cigarettes, that has been a quick mask, a quick fix. It doesn't fulfill our soul. It makes us feel even worse. It makes us feel even more sad and disappointed with ourselves if we're not in the right mind frame. So instead, find things, get outside and go snowshoeing, get outside and go skiing, call a friend, feel the sunshine, read a book, listen to music, go to a dance class, go to yoga, whatever it may be, but try to do something each and every day that really fills your soul. And then lastly, remember that it's a journey. I was looking this morning and I have a flower that's blossoming on my piano, and I was like, wow, every time it blossoms, it's beautiful and it's inspiring, and it's shocking to me that it's blossoming again. And then it slowly dies and the petals fall off and it's sad. And I looked outside and I see the trees, and the trees are bare. They're stripped down to their bare bones. They're if you touch them, they'll break. They're fragile right now, but they're standing tall, and again, they will get these beautiful leaves up, and they'll grow again, and they'll flourish, and they'll be beautiful. And I look outside, and it's the ocean. It's an inlet, and right now the tide's out, so there's no water there. And shortly, here in comes the water. So everything goes through, it's a journey. It's not a destination. So sometimes we'll feel like we're broken down. We've been stripped to our bare bones. It's more than we can handle, but it's not about pushing it away. It's about saying, okay, what can I learn from this experience? I know it's a journey. It's not a destination. When we focus on destination, we put so much pressure on achieving something that isn't really tangible. And when you realize that it's a journey about self-discovery, self-love, and self-growth, it's a beautiful process. It's not always pretty, but it's always worth it. And eventually your highs won't be as high, your lows won't be as low, and you'll just start to find the ebb and flow and the balance. So I want you to remember that it's a journey. Identify your soul food and have a wonderful week 3.